Hey everybody, welcome back to microbeerreviews.com. Once again, Oscar Blues Brewing Company out of Brevard, North Carolina, as well as where it started out in Colorado, has really pulled a good one here. It is now spring, almost summer of 2017. Fresh off hitting the shelves here is a beer that I honestly had to Google to make sure I was going to say it correctly, according to what I thought it was going to be, is called. And it's called Fugli. So this beer has Yuzu and I believe it's pronounced Ugli fruits in a Mosaic based IPA, which is genius coming into the summer. So it came in a 6-pack. The can is phenomenal. It's their traditional can, but I mean the colors are pretty banging. It says Japanese and Jamaican citrus fruits. This thing is 5.8% ABVs and 60 IBUs. It's supposed to be an infusion of this blueberry and tangerine notes, backboned by Mosaic hops for a tangy, juicy, and zesty array of aromas and flavors. It says Salivation will instantly ensue with one sniff of this crushable brew. It was inspired by a yuzu brew we made with some brewing friends in Japan. I think it was only $11 for the 6-pack. It might have been 12. But again, I mean, I give all these breweries a lot of credit. Everybody's running out of ideas. Everyone's running out of fruits. Everybody's running out of hop combinations. I mean, you want to talk about pushing it to the limit and calling a beer fugly, mixing Japanese and Jamaican fruits with Mosaic hops, fresh for the summertime. That's why they're one of the top 5 breweries in the country, in my opinion. So let's get into the glass, see what kind of goodness we have up in here. So I can already smell it. You can smell the Mosaic hops. I'm pouring in. It's 18 inches away from my nose. It kind of has that traditional kind of orangish, yellowish, kind of maybe more on the yellow side. Very, very, very crystal clear, not hazy at all, nothing residual floating around. The head is perfectly white, nice thickness to it, just a teeny bit of carbonation. It smells phenomenal. Now, you can smell the Mosaic hops without question. This is Mosaic hop on the backbone. Now, the fruit, you can tell, and I give them a ton of credit, you can tell there's something different in here. It kind of smells like and I'm going to go out on a limb here, but it smells a little bit like star fruit, even kind of kiwi, but I can absolutely smell a little bit of blueberry in here, and there's definitely a hint of tangerine / grapefruit, but the first sniff, the first fruit you smell, you can tell is unique. It's not the same old grapefruit, tangerine. It's there, but it's not the first thing that hits you. So kudos to Oscars for mixing it up a little bit, but it smells great. The hops smell fresh. It's just got a nice overall kind of fruity tooty, lemon tooty, fruity, delicious with some good hops in the background. So cheers. I am excited to finally try this. Different. So most beers like this finish with a hop characteristic to it. It's usually fruit up front, a little bit of, the breadiness, the malt, a little bit of something in the middle, and then bam, dissipates with this great hop flavor. This beer is in almost the reverse, which has got to be to the complex brewing process. I taste Mosaic hops first, and then the finish is fruity, and it's a lot more blueberry than what it smells like. So hence this crazy fruit they're using, but it definitely has, it's a dark fruit sweetness that's very sweet. It's sugary almost, and it's complemented by that little subtle, what I'm calling star fruitish, tangerine-ish subtleness to it. But it's Finish is clean. Doesn't bite your palate at all, but it's the reverse of most beers. Yeah, this is a complicated one because even the finish, I'll call it blueberry for this review, you can't pinpoint. So again, they're using very different fruits that haven't been used in beers in the past, and it excites your palate. I'm not going to use the word confused because they go very well together. They complement each other with the hops. The finish is great. And again, in this crowded market of not only IPAs, but now all these summer beers and fruity beers and tooty beers, this is completely different than anything else I've ever had. So kudos to them. I'm very picky about IPAs. I would buy this again. I think it's got its place and will get a good foothold in the fruit IPA, at least this summer 2017, in the market for what I always try to label as the pool, the lake, the beach, the barbecue type, cookout, grill out. You're in your yard, it's hot. This will be refreshing. It's sweet. So it might be too sweet for some people, but again, it's also extremely unique for what's on the market currently. So congratulations, Oscars. You guys pulled it off again. So we rate beers between 1 and 5. For what this is, and I'm picky about IPAs, I would give this at least a 4. With that being said, be prepared. It's very unique in its flavor. It's got characteristics that you're not going to be used to. So you're either going to love it or you're not. But I think more people would like it if they like these types of beers than would not. So again, long review, but I do think it's worth a try. I do think I would definitely, I would buy this again for the price point, and again, it's finally something different in this market. I mean, I definitely think it's worth your hard-earned money, which is why we started this whole YouTube channel, website many, many years ago. So thank you for watching microbeerreviews.com. We upload all the time. We appreciate you watching. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel if you have not. And as always, we will see you again real soon. Cheers.